So, his matchups. His matchups are honestly, he wins unless the opponent has a specific reason he doesn't win. Do you have a hero bounce? Or some other way that just negates Pikmin? Alright. It's probably not a great matchup for you. So let's just get this out of the way right now. Bounce. The only Pikmin-based moves you can use when Bounce is active are aerials. Nope, unplayable. Alright, Banjo. Yeah. Pikmin Toss deals with projectiles. Like, a lot of projectile characters just get out... Not necessarily out-camped. Because I think, like, Olimar won't win a long camping war with Banjo, for example. But you throw a Pikmin, you block his projectiles, and that's your chance to go in. And Olimar outscraps most characters. Nope, Kamikaze, you're wrong. Just objectively wrong. Also, Bayo's slight winning. Just slight. It could be, like, even, honestly, in some universes. Because Bayo can play really lame. But, like, more aggressive Olimar can really pressure and force her in spots where she's, like, risking a lot. Bowser. I think slight win. I think he just gets comboed way too hard. And doesn't kill Pikmin safely enough. He gets pressured by Pikmin Toss. I actually think Olimar should win this matchup versus Byleth. Well, it's a matchup I haven't got to play a lot because, like, there aren't any Byleths to play besides Leia, who plays Joker now. Byleth, like, once a year. But I think Olimar should win this. Should beat Falcon. I actually think Chrom is slightly losing. Loki is just losing because, like, Olimar doesn't exploit Chrom's weakness of bad recovery. Like, he can potentially go off there and edge guard. But, like, also, Chrom can, like, a lot of times just suicide up Olimar if he attempts it. But that purple toss is hard for him to get around. I'm gonna lean slight losing. I think the neutral is still bad for Olimar, but not that bad. Especially because, like, a nice, like, down smash can set up really good knockback angles. Okay, nope. Remember I said, Cloud can get limit off of Luma? Cloud and Hero gets their resources, so limit and MP off hitting Pikmin. Imagine hitting back air with 2 Pikmin on you and an Olimar. You get 3 times the limit charge. Like, throwing Pikmin versus Cloud actually wins the game for him. I think Corrin's actually pretty... I actually like the Corrin matchup. I feel like Olimar gets to pressure Corrin pretty well without aerials. And she can kill Pikmin relatively safely. But she can't really perch Olimar while doing that. I think Olimar is good into Peach Daisy. I think our Disjoints is just really good versus her. It's like, yeah, we get pressured and comboed. Okay, I'm not gonna say winning. I'm gonna say even, though. Diddy's actually weird. Diddy, like, is mobile enough to avoid Pikmin Toss. And a lot of times, you can just, like, pressure Olimar really safely with forward air. Like, even though Pikmin Toss can block Banana, it's like, if he tosses Banana as we Pikmin Toss, and then he, like, forward airs, it's hard to really do much about it. DK is just slight winning. Big body, gets comboed, yada yada, but if he hits Olimar, Olimar dies. I've, like, played very low Doc, but the thing about this matchup and Mario is that they don't care about Pikmin Toss. They just don't. Cape actually just negates Pikmin Toss a lot of times. And if Olimar is forced to fight up close without Pikmin Toss being that good at pressuring, what happens is you kind of just get, like, out CQC'd by these characters. It's like Doc just does so much damage and, like, Whistle doesn't really help much versus him. And then Mario's frame data just overwhelms Olimar really hard. It's like, yeah, you have disjoints with the aerials, but that's not doing enough. Alright, we beat Duck Hunt. Throw Projectile. Falco is really annoying. I think Falco down B is really annoying. Like, I think we can pressure him. I think there's a lot of things going for us in the matchup with our combos, edge guards, just, you know, spacing. But it's like a less extreme version of the Marios where it's just Pikmin Toss isn't particularly great. Alright, Fox. Yeah, Fox matchup sucks. Like, you can definitely win the matchup because Fox gets uber comboed. But I think Fox should just be able to run over Olimar pretty easily if he, like, plays it right. Falco's not like the Olimar matchup. It's annoying for Falco. I just think it's more annoying for Olimar. I will say I think Whistle helps us a lot to not get kill comboed. But it's like, especially a really lame Falco's hard for us. Ganondorf. It's only winning. Honestly, it's only slight winning. I don't like the Ganon matchup as Olimar. I don't like heavies as Olimar in general. Because for all of Olimar's damage output, heavyweights don't care as much about the damage output. And they just use it as rage to kill Olimar super early. And they all have massive hitboxes that can test Olimar's disjoint pretty well. Like, sure, we have a sword. Ganondorf has neutral air. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, GQ. This matchup is not good for Olimar. He wins, but it's not, like, particularly good. So, yeah. Greninja. Pretty even matchup. I think the big thing Greninja has is he can use Pikmin Toss to counter and pressure us with that. But then we can bait that out and kill him for it. Kind of like Bayo's using Witch Time and Pikmin Toss. But not as scary for us. And I think without that, like, I think otherwise he doesn't kill Pikmin that well. Like, he can jump at us, pressure our shield, etc. But like one parry jab, lots of damage. Ices. I think Icy's hitboxes are just too oppressive for Olimar. It's like purple is good for keeping him out. But like outside of purple toss, like really like keeping Icy's out. And even then, they can kill purple so easily with their insane damage. That's losing for sure. Ike is kind of just bad characters. Like, I don't like the matchup. But Ike is bad character. Incineroar loves Pikmin Toss. He can just keep countering them for free damage. And like, even if you like bait out the counter, he's so heavy. And there's not that much lag on it, so it's hard to get like a good punish on Incineroar using counter anyway. And like, if there's a red Pikmin especially, he just keeps revenging it. He just kills it super early. He like super outboxes us up close because he's such a good brawler. Like, we do not have the damage output to contest with how much he gets. Alright, Inkling is our favorite. We just throw Pikmin. Inkling can burst us down though. It's not the worst for Inkling. I hate Incineroar Olimar. Okay, we just beat Isabelle. Normal stuff. Joker's actually pretty even. I'm not good in the Joker matchup. Sup, Galaxy Star? Sup. We ate dinner together. Some good ass pizza. Fucking delicioso. Yeah, I'm just doing my matchup charts. Just get out of the way for the year. On my mind. The Joker is surprisingly even. Like, I'm not good in the Joker matchup. The only thing is it's hard to it's hard to kill him. If Olimar didn't struggle to take stock sometimes, it'd be even. But there's definitely a potential to snowball if you don't get like that right read at the right percents. Otherwise, it's mostly fine. Alright. Matchup sucks for Puff. You have to scrap with Kazuya at some point because Olimar loves scrapping and Kazuya kills you. Whistle can get out of combos. It isn't enough. Actually, all the FGC characters are just losing for Olimar. Except maybe Ryu. But like, these three are all insanely good at up-close scrapping. Like, Terry gets in there really fast and has oppressive frame data. Ken has oppressive buttons, and he just keeps the pressure on you, and Whistle doesn't help him. And Kazuya just kills you. So it's like they're all similar enough that they win in different ways. It's like, I can low-key see, it's like Terry might be the best of the 3%, but also doesn't matter. Because I think they're all just solidly winning, but not like unwinnable matchups. Like, yeah, you can wall them all out with your smash attacks, your aerials. You can pressure them all with Pikmin Toss. Yeah. And then Ryu is, also, Kazuya has a Reflector, which, if you reflex a Purple Toss, you actually die for some reason. Yeah, where is Ryu? Here he is. I actually think Ryu's the only FGC character doesn't do super well in the matchup. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, Candle did beat Riddles. Although I don't know how good Riddles was playing less big moves after losing to me. Like, I don't know if, like, Candle played it amazingly, Riddles didn't play it that well, or a bit of both. But yeah, Ryu's the only FGC character that's not really great up close, like, scrapping. Like, he has the, auto turnaround, sure. But his buttons are his main strength is not his buttons, it's Fireball. And Olimar doesn't care about Fireball much. Because you throw a Pikmin, I think red Pikmin eats the red Fireball. I think all Pikmin eat regular Fireball. I think also purple Pikmin eats a red Fireball if timed right. Or even if the red doesn't eat the red Fireball, it like latches on Ryu. And Ryu having a lot of hit stop on moves means there's more time than the other FGC characters to hit him for killing Pikmin. So it's a lot easier to pressure Ryu removing the Pikmin than the other ones. I will say, focus is an issue. Actually, I'm going to put him here just because of focus. That's like the one thing I forgot is that you can't really punish Ryu like focusing that well. Like you can nair him, it doesn't do much damage, it doesn't care. You can like try and like wait out the focus dash, but it's really hard to react to where he's going with that. And kind of risky to wait it out. So like it ends up just being hard to kill Ryu. And I don't think Olimar has anything besides like purple smash attacks that can actually punch through focus armor. Because it's technically not, I forget if it's technically damage or knockback based armor. But it's technically not full armor. Oh yeah, there's a Pikmin attached, you can deal with focus, yeah, because then the Pikmin latches. But like I think Ryu can play around Pikmin latch well enough. Like that's like a situational thing, the guy like Pikmin latch and then hit him during armor. Anyway, I spent a lot of time in the match. The point is Olimar loses slightly. DDD. Throw a Pikmin, LOL. Kirby's not as easy. You throw a Pikmin, LOL, but like you have to respect Crown Toss. Throw a Pikmin, LOL, outscrap him. I have a lean towards -1. This matchup's, I don't know, neutral air is really annoying. Like even year 6. Nah, that's like not bad with the game though. It's like neutral air is very annoying, but you can outrange it with disjoints. Just really fucking annoying because like you have to play around Link's range a lot, but he is slow, so you kind of always get to throw a Pikmin and then go in. Like you constantly choose the interaction with Link, even if Nair is really good at doing a lot of stuff. Slight winning. We have good ground control. Latch can be used from to get counters, and just killing them is kind of hard. Back is very scary. New matchup. I feel like you throw a Pikmin, you go and you win. She outranges Olimar. Like her sword is hard to punish even with Pikmin Lash on her, and she just generally slightly outranges Olimar and everything. So it's like her defensive aerials are hard to punish. Her aggressive aerials are really safe on our block. And like you're generally just like, man, I got outranged again. Man, I have to pick an aggressive option, and that's not good. Luigi's just too good at Luigiing. Like as much as Pikmin Toss is annoying for him, we have disjoints. He doesn't care. He's Luigi. He's used to taking chip damage and deal with disjoints. He gets you with one Zair and you're dead. He also kills Pikmin so easily. The Luigi is like, on paper everyone thinks he beats him. In practice, Luigi's really fucking good, man. Goddamn. It's like Mega Man has things, like you can use Beyblade when we toss Pikmin that aren't purple and get it in that way. We can't escape up air pressure well, and that's a big deal in the matchup. But I think like down tilt 2 framing is up B. Generally out forward air, just having a lot of range, contesting stuff. Purple toss hard from the deal with, same with white. Yeah, there's a lot of things there. Well, I'm out. And Olimar Whistle escapes a lot of combos if he's not, if the meta isn't perfect. Especially if there's a Pikmin on meta and he hits us with dash attack, he gets like nothing. So if you constantly harass him with Pikmin toss and fight him, he has trouble converting into anything. Alright, Mewtwo. I don't know, I haven't got to play this matchup in years. I'm gonna just kind of throw it in slight winning and move on with my day. I think you have to overwhelm him with aerials and stuff after he tries reflecting Pikmin back at you. Awful matchup. Mii Brawler is atrocious matchup. God damn. You can just kind of jump near and punch through everything, and then Olimar gets shit on by ladder combos. Like, he has the neutral of Fox, which is hard to deal with, but with, like, conversions that are stupid. You know why you don't see Olimar versus Brawler? Because Shootdown's not going to play that matchup ever. And I won't play the match. No Olimar player in their right mind is going to play versus Brawler if they can switch off Olimar. The last time I saw play at top level was him with Shootdown versus Bloom forever at like an EU event 3 years ago. And Shootdown got shit on. So yeah. Anyway, me sorry. Projectile heavy character versus Olimar, who can't like use the projectiles to fight Olimar well. Meanwhile, me Swordy can. He has a reflector, and he has good burst options, easy ways to kill Pikmin, outranges us with his sword, can't reach 2-frame with down tilt either, which is relevant in a matchup where neutral's very hard. So yeah. Alright, Min Min. Min Min throws arms and life is suffering. You can like try and block non Ram arms with Pikmin toss. And like she has trouble removing like white Pikmin latched on her, purple hard for her to deal with, but you can also just play really freaking lame with Min Min. And Olimar can't really get in. It's like you have to be overly aggressive. And if you're overly aggressive and just like get hit by anything, it's such a bad spot. I honestly consider -2 potentially. But I think like a shoot-down style in the matchup or my own style is better than my style. Yeah, I can edge guard her. And you can't even get like, good combos on her either because she's so hit with like good conversions. Yeah, Candle's an Olimar specialist, so he can make losing matchups winnable. Game Watch. Slight losing. I think Game Watch Advantage State's too good for Olimar. Honestly, Game Watch Advantage State is way too hard for Olimar to get around. And Bucket, of course. Just so he can't, like, throw Pikmin freely. So it's like, oh, we throw a Pikmin, nope, he bucketed it. Oh, we got up, he had a shield. We don't land. Like, we have the disjoints to wall him out in neutral. But neutral wins don't lead to enough on him. We outrange him, we throw a Pikmin, he doesn't do much about it. Honestly, if you're just harassing Pac-Man a lot with Pikmin... I remember playing JDV at Smash Con, and I just kind of ran at him. Like, I'm not even... I literally just ran at JDV. I threw Pikmin at him, especially purples. I forward smash Hydra, I just fucking barreled at him. And if you play ultra aggressive, massive dick energy versus Pac-Man, Olimar wins. But I mean, you have to play like you're fucking packing, okay? Like, you gotta play like you run this shit, like you're the main character. And if you don't do that, and you play bitch mode, like I used to in the matchup, you just lose. Alright. Palu's very even. Palu's really frustrating for both sides. Because neutral is really fucking hard for Palu. Like, really hard neutral for Palu. But the moment she hits Olimar, it's so hard for Olimar. I almost lean slight winning for Olimar. But I think if the Palu is just camping with platforms, especially teleport cancels and back air, Olimar is working really hard for that opening. And it's like, especially because Olimar has to kind of commit a lot to his approaches. Like, Pikmin Toss is so safe, right? But when you actually have to go in and make something happen, that can be used against you. And she can just force those a lot. So yeah. Pichu's actually interesting. You would think Olimar just wins. No. No. It's like fighting like Fox or Brawler where Pichu's just so fast and its pressure is so good. They just hit us and kill us. The main difference is Fox is busted. Brawler is really good. Pichu has a lot more weaknesses as a character. And then Pikachu just doesn't kill Pikmin well, especially yellows. He gets walled out. Doesn't have the pressure because his airspeed sucks. And just generally kind of gets like Olimar. What? I haven't played this in years. I'm gonna just say even because Poison Cloud blocks Pikmin Toss. But like Olimar's buns are super good. But then like Plant having so much damage output, kill power, me so heavy is really bad for Olimar. Like most characters beat Plant by out destroying him or like camping him or something. Olimar has to fight because of Poison Wall. Yep. Here. I think Olimar just plays one to all the Pokemon. Not particularly well. Squirtle in particular is surprisingly the hardest Pokemon of the 3 for him. And that's like a big deal because that's PT's best Pokemon. But then like Disadvantage is hard versus all of them. Ivysaur can be hard to like blow up and then Charizard can just kill us. Alright. This matchup sucks. Like, I don't know if it's a -3. I think it's only -2 sucks though. Just like, oh, she's too good of a character. Too fast with Aegis, with Myth relative to the range. Pyro range is hard to deal with, although she's not that hard to deal with overall. Just like Mythra can run around, can't be hit. Olimar's out-show game sucks, so Nair Pressure is super good versus him. And then Disadvantage State sucks. Alright. Kind of like the Pac-Man matchup, where you have to play with massive dick energy. But like if you play like you're the main character, and just run at Belmonts, it's actually not that bad. But you have to constantly just barrel him down, overwhelm him with Pikmin Toss and then pressure, and basically don't let him press buttons. Same with Ridley actually. But Ridley's like buttons are good enough to like wall out Olimar. Like the range on Ridley along with his kill power is actually really scary. And you can't just cheese him with like safe projectiles. No, the reason Victor is the OG Olimar counterpick is because if you play more Pikmin Toss campy versus Richter, you lose. Like Richter wins those camp battles versus Olimar really hard. And back then we weren't good enough at like running people down. Alright, this matchup sucks. Rob is just way... So, Gyro blocks Pikmin Toss for free. And Olimar can't escape like Rob advantage state at all. He's too slow in the air. Like it's not even Nair, although Nair is annoying. It's like Gyro blocks Pikmin Toss. Up air jog is hard to deal with. Laser is also annoying because we can't block it with Pikmin, so we have to respect it all the time. And then yeah, we're just super vulnerable to his combos because a lot of his combos are like multi-hits, like comboing into side B, comboing into up air. Down to pressure on a block is like our out-show game is too slow to deal with it. So yeah. Alright. Robin players hate this matchup for a reason. Pikmin just blocks everything too easily. I already discussed this in my Rosa matchup chart. Yep, Olimar loses. I actually like the Roy Olimar matchup. It's like Olimar is too fragile. It would be a winning matchup if Olimar wasn't so fragile. But like, getting jab back here at 70 and dying is way too much of a hindrance to us otherwise a matchup where both characters have similar range. And Olimar trades speed for having Pikmin Toss. But like, Roy just kills a little bit too effectively. Samus matchup. Yeah. Yeah. They lose a set. Sephiroth really hard. If Sephiroth plays extremely lame, it's like hard to make things happen versus him, I think. It's like maybe he's just here. But I feel like he has too much range. That combined with Olimar's lack of speed, there isn't really a response from just doing like jump back fair, jump back bear. Alright. Sheik just loses Olimar. I think it's only slight losing though. I think Sheik's actually able to maneuver around Pikmin Toss a lot better than people give her credit for. And then like whiff punish Olimar. Shulk, Sword Go Burr. It's not that bad. Actually no, because then we can't do anything about jump art really. Or speed. It's not that bad. It's just losing. Olimar's a weird matchup chart. Slight losing the Snake. I swear I put Snake in my last one. Yeah, slight losing. A lot of consistencies across both charts. Actually, no, that's even. It's a very even matchup where Snake gets out camped, but Snake doesn't mind taking residual damage by getting out camped. Because that one opening is all he needs, because Snake damage output, of course. So it's a pretty even matchup. And then, like, we have the range to contest him. Obviously, if he wants to commit to a dash attack and we block it, he dies. But he puts us in disadvantage, and Nikita's hard for us to get around, yada yada. It's a really fun matchup, honestly. Like, fun but stressful. But, like, there's always things happening. A lot of little decisions being made. Alright, Sonic. It's like, luckily, because we have Purple Toss, you can block Sonic Spin Dash and get things going, potentially. But if Sonic gets a lead, you shouldn't win the matchup game, whereas Olimar. Pikmin Toss, like, residual damage isn't that relevant versus him, because he's too fast. His edge guards are too good. Like, Sonic is generally just too good of a character for pretty much any character to fight, to be honest. Like, maybe it's at best only slight losing because Shuton has beaten Sonics before. Like, honestly, I feel like every time I see Shuton beat Sonics, it's because Shuton is playing significantly better than the Sonics. And, like, Shuton has a lot more experience in the matchup than Sonics does. I'll put it here for now, but I might move it. I actually like Sora versus Olimar. Or Olimar versus Sora, I should say. Pikmin Toss to block fire. You can generally just throw Pikmin at him when he's throwing spells. He can use Pikmin to bounce off of for safe pressure. But you can also use the fact that he's bouncing on Pikmin to, like, realize he's gonna stick in the air for a while and just hit him. I put a slight winning. I think Game Watch players doom over the matchup because they're not used to having, like, matchups that aren't, like, plus 20. So they see a matchup that's, like, slight losing and go, oh my god, it's the worst fucking matchup in the game. It's like, no. This is called not winning for free on the character select screen. So, yeah. Yeah, Sora's, like, here. Steve. It's Steve. Grant, I don't think it's... I don't know. On one hand, I don't think it's that bad of a matchup. On the other hand, though, Steve, like, is just too good. It's like, in terms of the kits, Olimar actually is good at fighting Steve because he can pressure with Pikmin Toss. He can kind of contest minecart with his aerials. Like, there's a lot of little things. Like, he can kill walls pretty well. So it's like, you can fight Steve. You can actually deal with a lot of his stuff. But you can't keep up with Steve's damage output. Is what it comes down to. Damage output and kill power. Alright. I'm gonna just put Toon Link in even. I don't think it's that bad. I don't like the matchup. I'm not good at it. I don't get to play it ever. I think Toon Link's really good at finding places where he can choose to throw projectiles and make things happen off of it. But I don't think... And I think his pressure is good. But I think Olimar should still get free chip damage from just throwing Pikmin. And has the range to, like, make Toon Link have to guess to get in. Alright. Villager, you just throw Pikmin, you can't do much about it. Wario's only slightly. Like, Olimar definitely beats Wario. Disjoints, Pikmin toss damage, combos him. But Wario's also really good at... If he gets in on Olimar, Olimar can't really get out consistently. Like, he just kind of combos Olimar to death. Yeah, most Warios hate the matchup, though, and it's understandable why. It's a very fucking frustrating matchup. That sounds right, Mo. Like, it's a really frustrating matchup for Wario, don't get me wrong. And Pikmin Latch makes combos not as effective. But it's like, especially if you use the fact that Wario start to hit, you can just kind of play around Pikmin toss range. And, like, just really play right outside of Olimar's range. And burst when he makes mistakes. And since Wario is so heavy, there's so much damage. And Olimar's so light. It's really swingy. Nice cake and tea. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. We fit. Throw a Pikmin, she can't do much about it. Yeah, Wolf Burst is hard. Like, even in 2025, when everyone thinks Wolf is mid-tier, Reflector plus decently sized safe hitboxes plus laser to kill Pikmin just be annoying. Plus Olimar not being an edgeguarding type character versus a character whose big weakness is recovery. Yeah, still losing matchup. I think Yoshi's pretty even. It's like I could see Slight losing. Yeah, I could see Slight losing for Yoshi, honestly. But I'm also like, I think you can whistle a lot of his stuff. I don't know, when I play the matchup, I can find, like, oh yeah, he can get it and kill me. But like, oh, I can just wall him out. Oh, you can't kill Pikmin that safely. Oh, yellows destroy him. Oh, purples can, like, knock him out of his double jump armor. But oh no, he red whistle and I died from down air at like 20. Oh no, he nared my shield and I can't do anything about it. I don't know. We beat Young Link. Pikmin just blocks projectiles too easily. This matchup sucks. Yeah, right? Like, you can, like, 2-frame with down tilt, but then what if he holds down and, like, hits you a side B, and then you just explode? Like, yeah, not having a good edgeguard game versus a lot of characters really hurts Olimar. Like, you can see in a lot of his bad matchups are characters that don't have the best recovery, but Olimar can't exploit it that well. Like, you can try and run off unfair people. I've been doing a little more with Olimar, just run off fair. But still kind of catching people not paying attention, to be honest. And then finally, I don't think his Zero Suit's that winning for us. Like, yeah, we win for sure. But it's kind of like the Wario matchup where, like, Zero Suit's really good at just not interacting until she wants to. If she wants to play that way. And that ability to not interact lets her choose interactions that can be good times for her. And also, Zero is kind of awkward for us to deal with. Alright. And I made this chart a lot quicker than the Rosa matchup chart. I think that's because so many of Olimar's matchups are so straightforward. Right? It's like, always like, oh yeah, we just throw Pikmin. And the opponent's character lacks a particularly good answer for Pikmin toss. But like, I don't feel comfortable putting a lot of his matchups in winning either. Because he's so fragile and he's forced to interact. Which ends up meaning, like, he can have a lot of matchups where it's like, oh, it's good. But, oh, my interaction went wrong and I died. Especially compared to Rosa where it's like, oh, I'm just not going to fight or interact or anything at all. Bum, 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 bum. Let me move the original real quick. Let me just make sure. It's like, yeah. It's like Cloud Hero are just atrocious matchups. Maybe Brawl just goes in -2. Doc's -2. I think actually Mario is easier to fight than Doc. As weird as that sounds. Doc's cape is just a lot better than Mario's. And like it's a lot scarier to interact with Doc. Where Mario you can kind of whistle combo. No, they're still both losing though. You're losing. It's like losing. Is Terry losing or slight losing is the question. I think Terry actually leans in the slight losing more than losing. I think if you're willing to fight Terry a bit more, like you're able to fight him a little more up close than Ken or Kazuya. Actually, Ken's thing is up close game plus focus is too good. Yeah, Misori is actually. It's so funny how both my characters just get shit on my Misori and me Brawler. Like, yeah, no, that's just a thing my characters have to deal with. Luckily, no one plays them. And I haven't learned the matchup super well as a result, but still. Yo, thank you, Marco. It's been a little bit, Marco. Thanks for the Prime, baby. I love seeing that Prime. Helps me out a lot. Woo! Yeah, it's like Game Watch. If Disadvantage State wasn't so bad, it's like I almost feel like it's -1 because the neutral's fine. It's just, is Disadvantage State that bad? I think Disadvantage State is that bad, yeah. Same with like Pyre Mithra, it's like, yeah, Disadvantage State versus Mithra is just that bad. Yeah. Okay, Sephiroth should only be -1. The -2 is absolutely capping. Now I'm thinking about like, no. Exactly, Marco. Don't let that shit go to waste. Also, Zelda's Reflector, I should mention. Reflectors. So, that end Phantom, Olimar like can't pressure just trying to charge Phantoms. It's actually really freaking annoying. Yeah, Steve -2. It's like a Steve -2 or is the matchup winnable? It's like a lean more towards the matchup's like winnable. Nah, actually, then whenever I see Olimars fight Steve, they lose. Like I've seen Candle do okay in the matchup, and then I see like Candle like do well versus Aquila, right? Because he plays the matchup all the time, and then get farmed by Anin, and it's like, or like I see Shuton like beat Anin, right? And then get farmed by Syrup. And it's like every time I see an Olimar do well versus one Steve, the next Steve they fight shits on them. I'm gonna leave it -2. Yeah, -1. I wonder if this is actually even. Actually, I can bump this to even. This isn't that bad. Falco. It's annoying even, honestly. Luigi's Luigi. This matchup is annoying, but it's not the worst. This matchup just feels like shit when you lose. Yeah. Oh, this all looks about right. And then it's like, that probably gets over here. I think I could just push a lot of these slight winning matchups into winning, to be honest. Because I'm like, this chart just looks wrong. But why does it look wrong? It's like, oh, wait, just because these matchups should be more just winning. Like Pits, yeah, just winning. And then anything else in even? What do you mean it does not match a Flosona? Does it make him look worse than he is? The thing is, a lot of Olimar's losing matchups aren't that relevant. Because, like, it's actually fine. I think Rosa has a lot of relevant losing matchups. Like, a lot of them. And not that many relevant winning matchups. But then with Olimar, it's like, okay, sure, we lose to the Miis and Doc and whatever. We lose to Incineroar. Ken. But then it's like, oh yeah. But we, like, beat Wario. I guess it's not super relevant. He's a weird character. Because that's also, he kind of just shits out damage and, like, doesn't care much. I'm, like, thinking about it. I think I'm also underrating his matchups a little bit. Like, I think actually he should beat Diddy Kong, the more I think about it. It's like, even though I keep losing the Cola, I think he should beat Roy. TBH. It's like, even Snake, no, not Snake. It's like, he should probably be beating Ridley. Or, like, I think I'm just really not accounting in this chart for how much he actually shits out damage and ends games the way I should be. Panda, yeah. Listen, having a bad edgeguarding game versus a character's weakness is being edgeguarded. It'll do that. It really will. Oh, Marth should be even. Like, the Tipper thing really... Actually, the difference of Tipper versus general hitbox matters so much versus Marth. Olimar disadvantage state is really shit. I am Sarcastic Panda 626. I'm gonna bump it down a little bit though. Like, disadvantage state is really that bad though. It looks so even right now. These 3 rows are the same amount. I feel like Toon Link should be winning, but I'm not good at it. I don't know. No, this looks about right. It's like interesting because when I think about it, it's like -1 is just like losing matchups. It's like -2. You know, I think I should be playing more matchups in the get a counter pick section. Well, that's like unwinnable. It's like for Rosa, it's like the -3s are just like unplayable, and like the -2s are playable, but you're almost always gonna lose in a set. Where the -1s can be skill gapped. It's like -3s are unplayable. The -2s also feel unplayable, but they aren't. It's like losing matchups with Olimar, like bad losing ones, feels so much worse than they actually are. Nah. I like to save -3 for for matchups where there is like a mechanic that is basically invalidating your character. Like Rob is a -3 because even though he's rough for Olimar, there's not really a mechanic that's like, oh, this is just ungodly bad. Like getting limit charge for hitting Pikmin. Doc is just really hard to fight. Okay, you notice a lot of characters here have really strong tools to deal with Pikmin toss. It's like Reflector, Cape. Doesn't care about Pikmin toss. Kills Olimar off anything. Fox might be -1, honestly. Reflector and just kills Olimar. Counter. Okay, he just is broken in other ways. Actually, Ken's probably more like here. Disadvantage say lasts forever. Ain't that bad? Alright guys, what do you disagree with? Because honestly, making this chart, I feel like I'm mostly right on if I put a character in losing, even, or winning. But I'm very unsure with like how much. Like I'm very unsure. Like, do I want to put Ken as like slight losing or losing? You know. Let's go. Olimar main candle. What, you think Game Watch should be even? I think, actually, yeah, what are your thoughts on Game Watch and Ryu? Why are you putting them where they are? Where is Ryu? I forget. I think I put him in even, right? Or slight losing? I put him in slight losing. Nah, dude, trust me, we get -3 by hero at least. Cloud maybe only -2. But then he hits a Pikmin, he gets limit for it, and I'm like, never mind. Nope. He gets his win condition too easily off killing Pikmin. It's, yeah. It'd be really funny if I put Rosa's only -1 for him. In this chart, with the Rosa matchup chart, it's +2 for her. I'm like considering bumping Zelda down a tiny bit though. I think I'm like overrating how bad the matchup is. The thing is, I still think the disadvantage state is too bad versus Game & Watch to be even. Like, it's definitely not like that bad, but like, yeah, you just get hit and you just don't get out of disadvantage. And I think that, and I don't think the neutral is so oppressive to balance that out. Because like, you need like a Rosa level type neutral in the matchup to balance out how much you don't play the game anymore. I think guys is, but Hello again, Sarcastic Panda 626. I see you're OOing a lot. No, dude, Sword Fighter sucks for Olimar. Okay, maybe -2 is crazy. I think honestly what's crazy about this chart is like all the -2s. Actually, no, you know what I think I need to do? I think Brawler should be -3. I think Doc stays -2. I think Kazuya's only -1 though. I think neutral's hard for Olimar too. Like versus Min. So yeah. Actually, I'm putting Ken back up here. I think that's a really fucked up matchup. Actually, I think Fox goes back up. Yeah, I don't. What do you think of Fox Kendall? I don't think it's actually that losing, but I think it's like when you're losing, it feels unplayable. Yeah, you did fuck up remove. I think you played the matchup like really badly. Yeah, it's like losing matchups for Olimar are like, it's probably not worth playing them in bracket. But like, you can do it. Which I think puts Sonic here, to be fair, right? It's like you can do it, but it's really not worth playing a bracket if you can avoid it. Which is actually why I think Mario is also here. Like, you could do it, but it's really not worth playing in bracket. No, I agree. Shoot-on's insane. What do you think of Luigi? I almost want to put it -2, but I haven't played it much. Because why would I? I can just go Rosa. Oh, so what do you think of Chrom? Chrom is a matchup I have no... I think it's slightly losing, and I think we beat Roy. But, like, no one freaking plays Chrom. I think even? I can see it, actually. It's fine. So, you think Chrom and Roy even? I think we lose to Chrom and beat Roy. That's very funny. But Cola beats me in the Olimar Roy matchup. I know, I'm just bad with Olimar. I get it. Like, unironically, though. This matchup starts so much less organized than the Rosa one. Because I'm so much less confident in my opinions. I think Wolf's even. Nah. Nah. I almost think Shulk's -2. It's like, I feel like we should never be able to kill Shulk. But then, like, every time I play the matchup, I beat the Shulks. But it's also like, I don't get to fight a Shulk at my skill level, because no good Shulks play anymore. They all quit. Alright, what about the evens? Do you agree with all the evens? It's like, I can maybe make Icy's losing. And I could low-key see us beating Richter if it's played well enough. Yeah, Lucario's just here as like a filler. Same with Plant. He's like, who plays him? It's like, no one plays these freaking characters, man. Falco's weird. The thing with the Falco matchup is you have to be willing to like bait out down B and like go in at the right times. I had to lad the matchup a lot. It's a weird one. All right, what were the winnings? I think we agree on the winnings, right? I think this is... I think the only one that's not going to be common consensus is like Sora. It's like maybe Pichu. I feel like Sora's going to be the one that stands out. That's because I always play a lot of Sora. I think I don't think we fuck up Mac that much. Yeah, Sora, Diddy, Roy, Ridley, DK even. DK we win for sure. Ridley I considered even, but I'm like, you just have to play confident, you should beat him. Same with Pac-Man. You play confident versus Pac-Man, you beat him. Diddy Kong also, I think all these matchups that you think are even are actually matchups where you just play really confident, which is weird to say for me to say to you, because I think you're the more confident Olimar in your playstyle. But I'm like, if you just run at all these characters, you force them into bad spots and out damage them pretty hard. But like, you don't beat these matchups by playing safe versus any of them. All of them require you to like just Myron style. What with the +2s? I think these +2s and +3s are pretty, like, yeah. It's like, maybe Wii Fit's only +1. But also, who cares? It's Wii Fit. No one's playing her. I think Ness, Young Link, Ike, not to... Disagree, but you know, that's why they're here. Alright. Well, there we go. We now have the mostly candle seal of approval for the Olimar matchup chart. Mostly approved. Ollie Pluff Loki QB +4. It's like, I think Robin maybe jumps down a little bit. It's like Robin can kill us sometimes. It's like I could see it like just going really bad in a couple stocks. But Samus and Puff, if you lose those matchups as Olimar, you got hella player gapped. Alright. Well, there we go. And that's going to be the YouTube videos at some point. The 2025 matchup charts. The thing about Samus is, if you can put the ledge, it's hard. Like, I think that's the one thing Samus has going for her, is if she puts you at the ledge, it's very difficult, but you can lose games. Like, that's why I definitely specify, like, set, because, yeah, she'll, like, hit you with, like, a back air, you die randomly, or, like, just gets an edge guard, a ledge trap. But then, like, for every game where, like, you, like, don't get off the ledge or get killed kind of early, there should be, like, 2 games where you just put 1 billion damage on her with Pikmin Toss, water on the ground, anti-aired her, and she just doesn't get to play the game. This character doesn't look top 15 or 20. WTF. Don't tell you! This is my matchup chart! Ah! He doesn't care about matchups that much, though. Like, okay, yeah, we lose to Joker. And then we play the matchup and we hit him with one good, like, purple toss, dash grab, down throw, up smash, up air combo, and he's at 70. Right? Like we care about the matchups until things swing in our favor. But, like, that's not... It's hard to make a matchup chart from as a result. Nah, we do not beat Joker. The thing about Joker is, I would call it even if we had more consistency in killing our Sen. But, like, you can't really... Like sometimes Joker just lives really long, because he can play super safe, and then he just snowballs with our Sen. That's it. Like, otherwise, I would agree. Everything else about the matchup is actually good for Olimar. But wow, he certainly, like, just gun camped us for a good minute. Or, oh wow, we certainly got him to like 110. Can't get a kill confirm. And well, down throw back air at 60. Dash attack into back air edge guard. All that stuff. I just played the matchup more. The Bayo matchup. It's scary, but you have to just, like, really call the Bayo habits. Like, it ends up being a matchup where you can't play it like a matchup. Like a character match. You have to play it like a player matchup. Like, I'm going to read my opponent and what my opponent's going to do and take those risks, knowing the risk reward is my favor. I don't think Bayo can play as lame as Sonic, though, in the matchup. Like, she doesn't have invincible spin dash to punch through everything we're doing, you know? She doesn't have, like the craziest burst edge guard to, like, get in our face and kill us. Like, she has Witch Time, but Witch Time's so scary for her. So, like, there's just a lot of things like that, I think. So, yeah. But like, once again, I totally get it. Alright. Alright, I think with that said, I'm done talking my matchups. Done. I'm out of here. I'm finished. Unless there's any last questions we didn't cover already, I'm gonna go and fight Syrup and Steve Olimar online because I want to torture myself. Alright, guys. Oh, good little stream. Peace out, y'all. Until next time.